Hi, good afternoon to all my viewers and people watching my channel. As you know, I'm a photographer. My name is Hirsham. I worked for years in photography and business photography, portrait photography, wildlife, nature, and road photography, sport photography, and almost any niche in photography. So today a lot of people ask me, Shaya, how do we start a business in photography? How can we make money in photography? So whatever I tell them, first you have to get a gear, you have to get a camera. I don't say people, I take pictures with a 5D Mark II, but you could buy a camera you could buy different cameras, The thing is to buy a reflex camera and a decent lens. I take pictures, my wide lens is 24-70, 2.8. I only use L lens of Canon, and also I also have a lens 70-200 Canon L 2.8. I really like this lens, but I say people should get a wide lens between you get a 18-55, 24-70. I also tell people you should get prime lens like 50 millimeters, 35, 85, and 100 macro lens. You can also use it for portraits. You also have now I'm talking about the telephoto lens that I use. You use a 70-200. You have f4 and f2.8. You can also get a Sigma, also Tamron of 70. They're really decent lens. Get them half the price of a Canon, but they'll give you the work that you need, and they'll give you really good results. And you also have a different lens like the 200 prime lens, 135 prime lens. You have 100-400, and etc. I give you a whole list of all the lens, because whatever you need is a decent lens, decent camera, decent lens, and you need some cards. 8 giga cards. I use 16. You can also take videos with it. So the next thing you need after the camera is you have to learn how to use it, how to work with photography. You could learn a lot of there's a lot of free on YouTube. A lot of tutorials. People could teach you photography, how to do stuff in photography. I'm starting doing this vlog. This is my second vlog. I'm teaching people how to make money from photography. The next thing you need is to start looking for clients. Okay, how do you find clients? You start photography. Okay, you don't have a portfolio. You need to fill out the portfolio. You need to build a portfolio. At the beginning, you could take your neighbor's kids, your cousins, your family, sister, brother, and use them as a beginning as a portfolio. You can start working with some makeup artists, hairstylists, and stuff like that. And you build up a money team, and you get your name out, and then you can start showing. Start showing clients your work. When you start having a portfolio, some clients you could say, okay, you could decide, and I'll talk about. So after you build a portfolio, now I'll give you a list of stuff you can make money from. It's like Halloween costumes. You could open up a studio in your backyard. And let's say Passover or before the Jews, you have Rosh Hashanah. You could say to people, I will take your kids' photography for Rosh Hashanah, and you could start taking or any holiday or Christmas, whatever you want to, whatever you name it, because there's so much cultures around the world. So holidays is good because people like buying new clothes for the kids. You take pictures of the holidays. You could charge a couple. In Israel you could charge like 100 shekels a kid. In America you could charge maybe $25 a kid, $35 a kid. And so you have a family of two parents. And you have have a couple kids, you take pictures of them, and you get a nice amount of money, a decent amount of money in the beginning. I wouldn't say it's a photography that has a lot of experience. I don't know if you work with kids. Those prices, you can start with those kind of prices. And then the next thing you do is you could also work for photographers as a flashman and work in photography studios. So then you can make some, it's like a decent salary per hour, like maybe $10 an hour or something like that. In Israel, maybe 30 shekels or something like that. It varies. It's a good way to start to learn photography is to work with a photographer. Interesting studios like food studios, those big studios around the world. You could just go in and try to work there. It's helpful. You still make a little money from it. You get more experience. You go into study and you're making money from when you're studying. So it's really worth it. And another thing is that what a lot of people do is you could start working when you get more ahead. You could start working as a commercial photographer, taking pictures for commercials, taking pictures of restaurants, taking pictures of businesses. Then you have events. You have a lot of events. In Israel, you have a brit milah, you have a bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, and you also have weddings. Weddings is really nice. You could also start weddings. I say when you work in the weddings, start in small events and then go up to big events, because big events are more complicated. Weddings it's hard work. It's a lot of hours. You have to get into it. If you're into it, you like it, do it. And after that, you could have portraits. Before a wedding, you take portraits, or for bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, whatever. Any holiday, any newborn. You have newborn babies. You can take pictures of newborn babies, pregnant women, family photography, and birthday parties. Small birthday parties in your neighborhood. You can start taking pictures of birthday parties. You have some discotheques, some bars that they have. They have photographers. But don't let these places take advantage of you. The person tells you, okay, you can take photography. We'll give you free beer, free food, free that. It's not. You're not gonna make money from that. You're not gonna get out. Your name won't get out. When you say, "Oh, this is a free photographer that's working in this bar." I've took one time a birthday party in a bar, and maybe twice, and that's it. And now I'm not into those stuff. I'm mostly into business. And another thing is, it's like not working with clients. Another thing is you could sell your photos. But let's say some commercials want your photos, like me. A couple of business people like my photography. Say, okay, I want to buy from you a photo. So they bought from you a photo, maybe 200 shekels a photo. And putting in photos, that's another thing you can make money from. And you have a lot of micro stock sites. What is the stock sites? They sell you upload your photos. People upload your photos and they sell for you your photos. And it's really nice. You could. You're not gonna make tons and tons of money from each photo, but you can make from $1. You can make $10 a photo. You can make $200 a photo. Different prices. Some photographers, they work through some agents that they buy from them photos all the time. And microstock site is. I'm telling people, people say, but our pictures are worth a lot of money. I said, okay, decide that you have a lot of photos. Let's say you have 300 photos that you say they're worth a lot of money. Okay, those you could sell is printed. You could print people on canvas and sell it to them, or different stuff. And a lot of photographers, almost every photographer I know, they have tens of hundreds of thousands of photos in the camera. You could also take pictures from a smartphone, upload to some stock sites. You can work with a phone, with a smartphone. They have some good quality lens now on some smartphones, and you could start making money from these microstock sites. But